Okay, what I was doing there was a series of several different rudiments, some roll exercises, and a few motion exercises. I'm a big fan of the 26 essential rudiments, and I think that everybody should learn them and apply them to your drumming. It makes it a lot more well-rounded, more 3D, and you'll find out that your dynamics levels will change a lot, and it just makes you that much better of a professional drummer. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take you to some accent exercises that I used in that brief example. And we're going to start with the triplets. And how you count triplets, there's several different ways. What I like to say is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can also say 1 ta-ta, 2 ta-ta, 3 ta-ta, 4 ta-ta. Whatever rolls off the tongue is okay. So this first exercise, actually, it's going to take the 1 and then the second ta and then the third ta. And I'm going to pulse something. Always pulse something. Give yourself another independence exercise to do as you're playing these. Always give yourself, either a quarter note on a hi-hat or the kick drum or both. Later on, I'll be showing you some examples of how to actually break it up. Do 8th notes on the bass drum, quarter notes on the hat, and vice versa. So this first accent exercise is going to sound like this. Okay, now notice, I started on the right stick. When I got to the last accent, I switched to the left, okay? The reason you do this, you want to equal everything out. You want to get the stick heights to a certain level. I'd say maybe 8 to 10 inches. Keep the lower notes down to about 3 to 5 inches. It's really important. It's not a bad idea to get a mirror and watch yourself play in a mirror just for that perfect technique. When you're playing live, it's okay to have fun and be loose. But when you're doing these exercises, really focus in on your hands. Look at your technique. You're trying to get the best possible sound out of the drum. So watch closely as I do this on the snare. I'm going to keep the low notes really low, and the high notes, I'm going to hit them really hard. Sometimes I'll even hit a rim shot to really accentuate the accents, okay? So again, really slow that exercise. Here's what it sounds like a little quicker. Okay, now let's get the kick drums involved in this. Same exact exercise. Now what we're going to do is actually put the right foot underneath the right hand, the left foot underneath the left hand. So, and of course, I always like to pulse something that just helps out your independence. So when we're on the right hand, we're going to pulse the left hand doing quarter notes, and vice versa. Go to the ride cymbal or another cymbal when we're on the left hand, left foot. This is going to really help build dexterity and stamina in your legs because you're concentrating, you're focusing on the hands, but your feet are actually automatically happening. Make sure you do them nice and slow and clean. Speed is not important again. Okay, so we put the kick drum right with the hand. Now let's separate them now. It's going to sound like this. Now you notice on that last example, I'm not accenting the kick drums. They're just going straight through the exercise. You're focusing on the hands. That's the whole point of it, is to actually build the stamina in your feet. A lot of people, when they practice double bass, they like to just sit in a room for hours and just play nothing but kick drums, and it gets very fatiguing. I like to do a lot of things with my hands over top of the kick drums, and I'll show you some more advanced exercises you can do with the same triplet exercise. It sounds like this. In this last example, I'm going to put triplets on the kick drums around this accent pattern. It sounds like this. Now on that last and final exercise, make sure the triplets between your hands are nice and clean. It's way better to have a nice clean triplet sound than it is to have mud. You'll find out that your fills will become a lot cleaner the more precise you are with your practicing. Now on this next exercise, a lot of people will come up to me and say, wow, my left hand's really weak if you're right-handed, or vice versa. If you're left-handed, the right hand's always weaker. These next exercises in the triplet form are really going to help that out a lot. Check this out. Now that exercise includes triplets as well. What I'm doing, the sticking is right, left, left, right, left, left. And what I'm doing is accenting the second left. So it's right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. And there's something about the snap of the wrist on that that helps build your endurance for left hand. And of course, if you're left-handed, it's going to help build your right. Don't neglect your right altogether. When you do the exercise, make sure you're doing both as equal, like this. You could also try this exercise in a 16th note form. The sticking is going to go like this. Right, left, 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 right, left, left, left. So it's 1 E and 2 E and So the will get the accent now. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Sounds like this. Now these next series of accent exercises are going to be 16th note based. Now again, make sure you start really slow. 60 on the metronome is my preference. Get it to 150, 200 if you can. But the key thing is nice and clean, high accents, low notes. I'm going to play a series of them.